Owning a business was always a dream that we had. We just kind of never really saw it feasible, not realizing there were so many different programs, organizations out there that could assist you as a veteran. VetFran played a large role in us establishing, finding, and researching the franchise that we currently have.
What we found is that our veterans serve their clients in the same way that they honorably served our country. They understand the mission, they plan like crazy, they execute, they're able to adjust and still focus on achieving the mission.
When they commit to something, they commit all in. We also find that veterans have very strong values, and in franchising, we represent brands, and we need people who are willing to stay committed to the brand promise.
It is a door, it's a path. When utilized correctly and taking advantage of everything they offer, whether it be the tools, the educational training or things they have just within the website, or making contact with some of the franchisors that are out there, it will lead them down a path of success.
It's really important for those veterans to stand up and proudly say, I'm part of this program, I'm a veteran, and own it. Because by doing that, they then get access to a lot of resources that could be critical to helping them achieve success.
Franchising is great for veterans, and veterans are great for franchising. So in my mind, there's no reason not to get involved. It's a matter of saying thank you by giving discount and support to these veterans, and they're going to bring so much value to your organization.
What are the advantages of becoming a franchise owner versus starting your own business?
You don't have to reinvent the wheel. You step into a system that was a proven system that has been built by collective intelligence of the whole, that's been built over years, understanding benchmarks and what makes that successful. I loved it because all I had to do was follow the system. And when I did that, it made me outrageously successful. Now, did I have to be disciplined? Did I have to lead people? Did I need to get up early and work hard? Absolutely. But I didn't have to reinvent the wheel. And then also you have this collective whole of people. We say in franchising, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So you have this whole group of people that you can talk to and that's doing what you're doing. You say, how do you do that? I'm having trouble with this. And so this network that helps support you. And then lastly, you have this collective buying power. I'm not buying mom and pop business. I'm buying with 600 of my fellow franchisees. So I buy things at a better price because I'm part of an overall brand.
Why is the franchising industry such a good fit for military veterans?
I think it's a great fit. Veterans, they understand discipline. They understand self-starting. They understand systems. They've been working in a system. That's what the military is, a system. Franchising is systems, discipline, and having somebody who can lead a group toward a common mission. And I like hiring veterans because they're one of the few people that can say they were willing to take a bullet for their previous employer. They know commitment, and committed people can move mountains.
The Dwyer Group is a holding company for 14 different franchises. Describe some of the opportunities available at these companies.
Well, there's a lot of opportunities. There's opportunities on the small business ownership franchise side, and there's opportunities on the employment side. So our brands, we fall in the repair, maintain, and enhance space. Probably anything that you need done in your home, we have a brand that does it, whether it's Molly Maid for keeping your home clean and orderly, to Grounds Guys for making sure your groundskeeping is done just right, to Mr. Rooter for fixing your plumbing, to Window Genie for keeping your windows clean, to Glass Doctor for keeping the glass in your home repaired and working well. And so if you're not somebody who's ready to buy a business, but you think you might, go work for a franchise. Get an opportunity to see business at its grassroots. It will give you a great chance to get into it.
In 1991, after the Gulf War, your founder created VetFran within the International Franchise Association. What is VetFran and how does it help veterans?
VetFran has been a strategic initiative of the IFA since 1991. Nowadays it's really cool to talk about helping our veterans, but they were doing it when it wasn't cool, when it was just something that we wanted to do the right thing. And Don Dwyer had been in the Air Force, and when Desert Storm hit, he said, I want to do something for our veterans. We've got to do better for them. And I always like to say, they have earned, and we have to give them the power to prosper. They're not looking for anything other than the opportunity. And so he got a group of franchisors together, and he said, let's get together and offer discounts to veterans who want to come into small business ownership. Let's give them the best chance possible. And then now we have more than 650 franchising companies, everything from Dwyer Group brands to companies like Two Men in a Truck, to California Closets, to Bright Star. I mean, everything from healthcare to hotels, Marriott participates in it, taking care of home services, to food restaurants, to McDonald's, across the board. These are franchisors that offer discounts to veterans to come into franchising. And VetFran is that group of franchisors that offer the discounts to those veterans, who also have mentoring programs to help veterans come in, because sometimes it's tough to be able to translate what you know and what you've done to what the civilian world does. You have it and you know it, but you don't know how to translate it. And most of our committee members are veterans ourselves, and we work to help match up veterans to franchising, whether it's in small business ownership or for jobs.
How has the Dwyer Group, through the VetFran program, helped veterans?
Well, we've done a number of things. Over the years, we have given over $2.4 million in discounts to veterans coming into small businesses. And we've brought in just at about 400 veterans into small business ownership, and we're proud of that. We believe that this gives them the chance to be able to live in their communities, to add jobs in their communities, to have a system to fall in on, and because they probably have a heart for service, to be able to serve others, and by serving others, they're serving themselves.
How does it make you feel to be able to reach out and give back to other veterans and make sure that they now find fulfilling careers after the service?
It's incredibly fulfilling to me. I remember the first day I left the Marine Corps, I don't spend much of my life living in fear. I'm not a believer that you should let fear hold you back. It's one of the most frightening moments of my life, not knowing what kind of support network I would have or what I would do. It really was. And when I finally realized I knew what I was doing, when I was settled in as a franchisee and I was a successful business owner, I made a promise to myself that if a veteran ever asked for help, I would. And when I got to start participating in VetFran, to me it talks to my heart.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Hiring America.
Thank you for having me.